weekend, everybody, and welcome to Armstrong High School, our first trip here. It's going to be a section matchup tonight between the 1-0 Armstrong Riverhawks and the 0-1 Highlands Golden Rams. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, Ricky Safford down to our left, Mike Pavlik greeting you. Armstrong High School, our first trip here, a brand new school and a beautiful gym.
No doubt about it, Mike. It's a great atmosphere here, and they expect to fill it up tonight for Highlands, which is one of their closer games.
Well, let's talk about the game the other night, which was just a tremendous game if you didn't have a rooting interest or you were rooting for Franklin Regional. If you're a Highlands fan, not so much, and you wonder, have the Rams gotten caught reading their press clippings?
Well, Mike, if you take a look at the paper on Wednesday, that's where you get the reality check. It said overpowered, Franklin Regional strained too much for Highlands. And then today's page 1 of sports says, gut check time after disappointing start, Highlands boys ramp up intensity. I said it in the pregame before the Franklin Regional game. I'll say it again. We're in Section 5A. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. And on Tuesday, they were a little tougher. And, we got to get this team to show up. And I mean, literally show up.
Exactly. So how do you go about that? What do you do?
Well, Coach promised them a tough practice Wednesday. From what I read in the paper today, it was a tough practice. Mitch Desort was quoted as saying, we didn't even get a water break. And he said, frankly, we didn't deserve any water. So Mitch has the right attitude. Back in the old days, Mike would have had what's called a brick practice. Would have left the stands down, and instead of basketballs, each kid would have been given 2 bricks that would run for a half hour. We wouldn't shoot very well the next game, but would play a lot tougher. Now would be in jail. Coach just had a really tough practice, and he says, they got to take care of the little things because, again, that's what wins these type of games, and they just haven't been doing it lately. It's been breakdowns on defense. They're not rebounding. They're not doing little things that get you to the big prize, and it's time to wake up, boys.
Well, Tyler Statinsky had a very telling quote to Doug Galassi in the paper the other night. I think it's a reality check. It lets us know we're not as good as we think we are, and we have a long way to go to become a good team. It's very possible for us because we have the talent and senior leadership. So they think they can do it. And the thing about the game the other night, it almost felt like they lost twice. They were down by 11, and you felt as if you lost. They made this great run and then got outscored 14-9 in the last 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the game. They gave up 14 points at home in the last 3 minutes.
That's what makes you sick, Mike. You come back, you get a 7-point lead, you think they're going to lay down. Well, you can't think that way when you're dealing up in 5A basketball. They're all tough. They all come to win, and Franklin Regional got it the other day.
Well, let's talk about tonight. This Armstrong team coming off a win. They went on the road to Greensburg-Salem, and they're going to be a tough out here.
Well, again, Mike, quote Mitch, he said, this team has potential, and that's a curse, not a blessing. They have to start playing up to it. I was in communication. I was texting with, not on Twitter, just texting with Coach Hutchison after Tuesday night's game. He did not like them losing because he thinks they're going to come in here hunting for a big win tonight, but it's time to put the newspapers aside, get to work, and start to work as a team. And I'll be honest with you, I really, as I said to Coach Hutchison, I don't know who's going to show up tonight.
Well, let's unofficially flip the calendar to 2017. It's upon us. And a new bathroom or game room could be just what you need when welcoming your family in for the new year. Steeler playoff games and such. With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian E. and his crew guarantee that your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Customer service is their top priority at Beanie Home Renovations. Visit their website today, beaniehomerenovations.com, or find them on Facebook for money-saving offers. You can give Brian a call at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy. Tip-off coming up, Highlands and Armstrong, and it's right after this. All right, here we are back at Armstrong for tonight's game. Dean, there was a game last night before they get to the starting lineups playing on a Thursday, and Gateway beat Franklin Regional 71-58 at Franklin. So Gateway, not good in the preseason, 2-0 already.
I'm going to say 3 words to you, Mike, and that is John Paul Kromka. He is 6'8", Mike, and he is there 2-0 with him, 0-6 without it. We'll talk about Caleb Ramsey later.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious! Don't know. Let's not say we did.
One of those situations. Let's take a look at the starting line for tonight, though. We start number 1, Ryan Boda, 15.8 per game, 5'11" senior. Number 5, Don Martinka, a senior, 6 foot, 2.4 per game. Getting his second start in a row is Sean Ursage, number 12. He's a junior, 6'4", averaging 2.1 per game. And again, we have Mitch Desort, leading scorer, 24.6 a game, 6'2" senior.
Hey, I like their choice of music.
R.J. Rigger, Mike. R.J. scored 30 points in the last game. He had 42 going into that game, so he had a great game last week, and see what he can do tonight as we come in against Armstrong Central. Mike, they pride themselves on defense. They're number 1 in 5A. They're leaving up 46 points a game. They will start number 11, Jalon Price, a 6-foot sophomore, excuse me. Number 10, Dawson Porter, a 6'1" junior.
A 6'1" senior guard, number 12,
Joey McCara, 6'1" senior, wears number 12. Familiar name up here in the Katanning area, number 23, Mike Kuntz, 5'8" senior. His brother, remember, played for Katanning, great ball player. And the big guy in the middle, number 24, Nate Bailey, 6'4" junior.
We saw Nate Bailey play football at Ford City when he was a freshman.
Yep. His dad was telling me that, again, football is where he thinks his future is, but he's a big guy in the middle for them in basketball. And Braden Timmons, Mike, tonight is coming off the sick and the stress list. He'll be playing tonight, but he doesn't start.
And everybody tonight available and ready to go.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing too. We need to. That's a good start anyway. So we'll see what happens here tonight.
We're all physically here. We have to check about mentally.
They were physically. They were pretty much all physically when they were out there the other night. The effort wasn't an issue. It was focus, I think, more than anything.
Yeah. R.J. Rigger made a good point in the paper today, too, Mike. He said, we came in looking for a WPL championship. Maybe we should concentrate on a section championship. And that's the old one game at a time thing.
I like to set small goals. How about first we make the playoffs? We'll go one thing at a time. Here's Desort.
2-3 zone. They're going to try to challenge, make a shoot from the outside.
Off the rim, no good. Mitchell off to a great start the other night, too, as was Rigger. This is Ursig inside. He got triple teamed. Now worked it back out to Boda. Now to Rigger driving into the paint. Rigger thought about it. Now got it back out to Desort. Tries baseline. Puts it up. Glass. No good. Rebound Ursig. Ursig back up with the left hand. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot, too. Now, that's some good work on the offensive glass by the Rams here to start things off.
3 offensive rebounds. Ursig, Mike, 1 for 4 from the line. Our foul shooting was just horrible the other night. 5 for 15, shooting 61% for the year. If we are going to be the caliber team we think we should be, that's got to improve.
Jalen Price picked up the foul. Ursig was 1 for 4 coming into tonight. Well, now we've already improved in that area. 1-0 Highlands. Missed it, but Desort got the rebound. Desort right back up, right-handed, scores. The Rams lead 3-0.
Mitch knew where that ball was going, Mike, and took advantage.
Now against pressure, the Riverhawks bring it across. Here's Kuntz going in. Wow. Dumps it off, and it sure was. Ursig got a big bump there on Kuntz, but no foul was called, and Ursig got the block. Ursig had half dozen of those the other night. Eye posting it to Martinka. Looks like zone 2-3. Boda, 3-ball, front rim no good. Rebound Ursig chased it down, but it's saved by Kuntz. But right into the hands of the Rams. Desort has it. And he threw it away. Stolen by McCanna.
And this is good defense, Mike. Especially on the road, you're going to make a feature from the outside. Greg Hudson, again, only allowing 46 per game. Decided to go zone. You got to pick your poison against the Golden Rams. And they decided zone to start.
Now McCann off the pick and roll goes in against Martinka. Put it up off the glass. No good. Ursig the rebound. Ursig's finding himself a spot in the lineup.
Did a great job the other day along with Johnny Christ, Mike.
They find that soft spot at the foul line. Back out. Rigger's 3 is down. Rigger had 30 the other night.
5-3 starts the 1 here, and you're right, Mike. Soft spot against 2-3 is foul line extended. Kick it back out to the wing.
Martinka with some defense there. Now they use the
over and back.
The timeline, and ball's out of bounds. It belongs to the Riverhawks. A bird that doesn't exist, by the way.
How about that? They made him up.
They made him up. I learned this from George.
Well, they made up the school district so they can make up the name.
It's beautiful. And I love the color scheme. It's Mahler's almost.
Yeah. The orange, you don't see orange very often.
Like it.
Highland playing straight man to start.
Now McKenna steps back. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Martinka, and they're going to call a foul on Jalen Price. He gets 2 quick ones. 5:50 remaining first quarter, 6-0 Highlands.
Referee tonight might have the ball underneath the basket is Joe Strednak. Joe was a roommate of mine in Myrtle Beach for golf a couple years ago.
How about that?
Nice young kid who had...
I thought you were going to say he was a roommate of yours in college, and we weren't going to buy that one.
We actually have 3 referees look like they're under 50 tonight. How do you like that?
Hey.
We resemble those guys.
Ursig missed the layup. Rebound to the Riverhawks.
George and I were talking about that problem, getting some younger referees in. We got him here tonight.
But McKenna with a wide body there set a nice screen. Now kicked it back to McKenna in the corner.
Nate Bailey's got bigger bikes.
He is. When he was a freshman,
he's filled out.
He has. Well, they were kind of, was it tight end he was playing?
Tight end,
and kind of lineman, too.
He's going to go interior lineman, probably be a tackle or guard.
Isaiah Price is 21 in the lineup.
And he'll be Division I.
Price drives into the paint all the way around and gets fouled by Ursig or Martinka. Take your pick. I think it's going to be on Ursig.
And we're talking about Zane Dudek. He's here tonight, Mike. He's going to be going to Yale. And there's another kid. He could have played Division I, but I think he did the smarter option, which is getting to the better score. He'll be outstanding for him.
First foul on Ursig sends Isaiah Price to the line. That's the first Armstrong point of the night. You said they won the other night 51-38. They had a 9-point halftime lead. And Mike Kuntz had 13 points to lead the way for them against Greensburg-Salem, deep in the bowels of Westmoreland County.
Isaiah Price, Mike, only a freshman. He's an up-and-coming ball player. I saw him play a lot in the junior high days, and his brother is Jalen, number 11.
6-2, Highlands leads it.
Now we go 1-2-2.
You're going to mix it up a little bit. Inside to Martinka. Almost looked like he walked. Now Timmons has entered.
See how long he can
Good no-look pass by DeZord. Now they go back to Timmons, corner to Boda.
Remember, that's a sweet spot against the zone. Like, you get it down to the blocks, he becomes the point guard.
Nice dump down by Martinka, but nothing there. Kicked it back out. DeZord with a head fake. Got shut off by Price.
Dribble up. Sloppy pass.
But Martinka able to get it. You can see what they're doing defensively, and they're confusing Highlands. Now the pass off the fingertips of Rieger, and it's stolen away by Kunst. He drives, lays, and scores, and it's 6-4.
First turnover of the night, and Armstrong converts it.
Highlands scored the first 6, put the Riverhawks in with the last 4. Romello Freeman to the scorer's table. I have a prediction. Ryan Boda's going to score in the first half tonight.
Well, he had 15 quick ones in the second half. Huh?
He did. We didn't know if he was coming back. Runner by Martinka is missed, and a rebound comes free, and the Riverhawks have it.
Well, that point you made about losing 2 games at 1, it's a very good one, Mike. It just felt terrible the other day, I think.
Kunst drives all the way through. Foul line jumper off the back rim, no good. Rebound Timmons. Timmons had, 32 rebounds?
26 rebounds, 26 points.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Ball's tipped out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Boda, as McKenna did a good job defensively to get over there. Boda tipped it out last, belongs to the Hawks at 3:27.
He had 2 double-doubles up at RC Betters against Lincoln Park and Beaver. That's impressive. And again, Mike, fighting a little illness here tonight, too. It's just been a tough trip for the Golden Rams so far.
Bailey almost.
And
now they're going to call it on McKenna. Turnover Armstrong.
He kept the ball against
on his hip.
leg.
Well, a lot different than the other night, huh? 6-4.
Well, yep, the other night it was racehorse basketball. It was 39-38 at halftime.
Well, they keep changing those different types of defenses you're seeing.
Well, Mr. Bailey told me in the hallway, they'll try to keep it in the 50s. We're trying to get in the 80s.
Bailey reached in and stole it off of DeZord.
And at this pace, it's going to be in the 50s.
It's going to be low.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of high-scoring affairs so far. There's McKenna driving in, but gets shut off by Rieger. Now Bailey back out to get it. Corner, that's McKenna. That's 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound tip.
Back.
Comes right to Boda.
Now, Mike, again, this is where we should try to get out in front of him, because now all we do is let him set that sticky zone up and makes it tough.
Freeman forced it. It was kicked, and Highlands will keep it. I think Stosh wanted him to go up with that one. He's long enough, about that 8-foot area, he could just take it up.
I've always been to the ilk, if you're more athletic, run him out of the gym. And we have that ability. If you let a team set up against it, it becomes tougher to score.
Logan James into the lineup, 25. This is Rieger. Now Tonelli. Left side back to RJ. Boda's wide open. But he got it baseline to Timmons. Kicked it back out to Rieger. Wide open three. Here it comes. Off the front rim, no good. Rieger got his own rebound. Rieger now dumps it down to Freeman. Romello up and under. Puts it up, missed it. Got his own. 3 for $1. Who's the foul on? Hutch is exercised over there.
Yep. Mike, and the shooting background's a little tough here, too, if you notice. You have the basket, and then you have that wall extended. Sometimes that bothers you, too, as a shooter.
It's a first on Logan James. 3 team fouls for Armstrong. The Rams have committed 1. 2:04 first quarter. Highlands leads 6-4 in a pitcher's duel. Rieger for 3. It's down. RJ's feeling it. His second of the night.
From our angle up here in the perch, Mike, you can see perfectly that ball was going to go in.
He hit a handful.
Yep.
The Rams hit 8 the other night, but so did Franklin Region. Highlands 9-4. Now an air ball thrown up from the corner, but chased down beautifully by Shandy. He goes back up and got fouled. Oh, offensive foul is the call. And Rieger down there taking a charge again. Hunter Shandy picks up his first.
Rieger will do that, Mike. He's not afraid to hit the deck. Coach Stosh was saying about the defense the other day, Mike, their heads just weren't in it. No communication, no talking. And again, that's a disaster on defense.
Minute and a half left first quarter, 9-4 Highlands.
Seems like you get a better effort tonight, huh?
Oh, defensive end, sure. That was good job by Timmons to get down there and corral that one. Now Desort, no look pass to Timmons in the soft spot. Underneath, Christ couldn't get it to go, but they call the foul. Now Johnny got to work on his free throws. We talked about it last game. He's part of that. He's 0 for 5.
Anybody else?
Calling Dr. John Mason. That's what they're doing.
He could fix just about anybody. Yeah. I don't think, well, I'll tell you what, if the only person he probably couldn't help with that would be somebody like me. Make it 0 for 6.
It's one of the things, Mike, it starts to get in your head.
Now, you had him last year. Was it like this?
He was about 40%.
Okay. I'll take that now.
Yeah.
Think of how good he has to do to get the 40%. That's the way you look at it. That was a good stroke. Timmons got the rebound, missed it. Rebound, Christ, yes. Now he got 2 anyway.
That's what he can do, Mike.
Well, Highlands has missed a couple of free throws tonight, but they got baskets off of 2 of them. They got 4 points off of missed free throws, 11-4.
And I watched the game again on YouTube, which you can too. Nice steal by Boda. Got a Highlands high football, you can see him. I watched Johnny from the foul line. I didn't see anything wrong with him.
No. Now Boda. Jump down to Timmons. Baseline Christ. He got fouled. Down goes Johnny, but he gets up. And the inevitable. 6-1. And as I always say, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure Hutch is telling the ref that right now.
They always even out.
That's a second on James. Boda got it into Timmons. Less than a minute, first quarter. Boda looked at the basket but didn't take it. Now Rieger swung it over to Mitch. Mitch with 2 so far. That'll change. Timmons foul line. Corner Desort. Here comes a 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Took a funny bounce off the rim and chased down by James.
Mitch said he got fouled after the fact. No call there.
30 seconds to go. Armstrong with the ball. They have the arrow. Down 7.
Get the double right there.
Now James steps out to get it against Desort.
Johnny's going to learn that hedge rule, Mike. You hedge, and then you got to get out. Deep is deep, but he didn't do it that time. Almost got burned.
Price got shut off. 10 seconds. Got to be aware of the clock here. Price kicked it back outside to James. Drives in. Got triple teamed, and he got fouled.
They're going to get Johnny from behind there.
And they'll get the shoot at 4.8. Team foul number 2 against Highlands. Watch and see how fast those even up.
Coach Hudson already gone 8 deep so far, Mike, in the first quarter.
First lefty up by Logan James. Gets the friendly roll. And it's 11-5. Nate Bailey sits down. comes to Rieger. They got to hurry. It good if it goes. Cochran. It does not as the first quarter comes to an end.
A quick quarter, Mike.
It is. Highlands with an 11-5 lead. Here's what we do. We have some scoring. We have some number changes.
Hunter Coleman's 25.
Hunter Coleman is 25.
And he made the first foul shot there.
Okay, there you go.
Gives me a chance to talk about B&J Sports. Sitting over today with Glenn and John and talking about our Hall of Fame ceremonies, which are coming up. We're not going to reveal the names, so you got to show up that night. We'll give you information as it comes. But B&J Sports located 1605 Freeport Road in Detroit Heights. I think it'll have something to do with the plaques that are going to be presented that night. They've been outfitting our local sports teams and great fans of the AK Valley for over 5 decades. When it comes to your sporting good needs, look no further. B&J Sports. Len Mills and his family, friendly staff provide a personal touch. Team uniforms, trophies, any and all sports equipment. You can't beat the service of B&J Sports. Open 9 to 5 weekdays, Saturdays 9 till noon. Stop in today. Give us a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
All right, 11-5 Highlands. A lot less exciting game than we had the other night, but I think more what Coach is looking for.
More what I'm looking for. We're on the right side. That's a good thing, Mike. As I said,
That can always help, huh?
As I said in the pregame, I don't know what team's going to show up. That's scary when you were preseason number 1 and number 1 3 weeks into the season.
Rams trapping now.
We've been correctly dropped down to third now, Mike.
Now a 3 is put up by McCann and it missed, and Christ has the rebound. That did not look like man-to-man from Highlands, that trip. I didn't get a chance to see what it was because the possession was too fast, but it didn't. Well, up here you get a really good look from this press area we have. Al Timmons lost his concentration, ball went off his hands and out of bounds.
We were told they played a 1-2-2 the other day.
It's hard for me to tell from courtside. But,
I looked at the tape, and I couldn't see it.
Well, when you give up 84 points, I'm not sure they played any.
I agree with you 100%. I couldn't tell which defense they were.
No, steal as a double team Cochran and Desort, but the foul's going to be on Highlands as Price had it stolen off of him. That's going to be on Mitch.
Saw Luke before the game, Mike, and I said, it's nice to see you have a little pink in your face. He was gray the other day. He was very ill. He had bronchitis over Christmas.
Stuff is just going. This is the worst time of the year for
people think about it. Like I said, Brady's out there tonight with strep throat.
Now, Kuntz drives all the way through and lays it in. Nice drive by him. He's got 4, and it's 11-7.
We forget the kids first, basketball players second, and kids get sick.
Right. Now Desort, back out to Rieger. Long cross court to Mitch. And a travel. No, he stepped on the line. We had that the other night. Turnover Highlands. Now Bodle will come back in and give Rieger a rest.
As I said, Mike, you pick your poison against the Golden Rams, and I think they'd rather see man-to-man. They can move better and they can run a little bit more. With the zone, you got to be patient. Patience has not been a strong suit this year for the Golden Rams. Oh, he's over.
He saved it. Bailey got it. Now worked it down inside to Porter. Porter up off the glass and in. First basket for Dawson Porter. It's 11-9.
And just like Franklin Regional, Mike, this Armstrong team is not going to go away. We're playing 5A basketball.
Here's Boda. Out to Cochran.
Now it looks like a 1-3-1, Mike.
Now Timmons back out to Boda. He's open. Here comes a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound skying up to Zort. Gets it and puts it in.
He just overpowered the freshman that time, Mike.
Mitch averaging 24.6. Gets his 4th of the night. It's 13-9. Quickly they get it inside to Porter.
Nice job of getting up the floor, Mike. The ball never hit the floor. Okay.
Kuntz between circles. George Guido was telling me this is a full regulation 94-foot court, not like the 84 you normally see in high school. But they went for the big enchilada here. Kuntz has 6, and it's 13-11.
It is a little bigger. It does seem bigger, correct. So spacing should be good against the zone.
Here's Cochran, high posting it to Timmons. Now down low, Christ lays it up and in. That's how you beat it.
That's it.
That's how Pitt has beaten Syracuse so often in years past.
Playing them tomorrow, right? Big win against Virginia. And the reason why.
Kevin Stalling said he's going to call Jamie and see what they did.
Not a bad idea. He had their number. But the reason why Pitt beat Virginia, they hit threes. That pack
line defense,
yeah.
Well, they said, other than Pitt fans, the happiest person to see Jamie Dixon go was Jim Boeheim.
Yeah, got that right.
Mitch Dessort coast to coast, and he lays it in.
That's what they want to do, Mike. Get them out in transition, ahead by 6. Now look
17-11. Now
brings it right back.
beating him down for the basket is Porter, and he draws the foul.
Caught Highlands at their own game that time, Mike.
And we got full platoon coming in for the Rams over there. We got 4 players.
Porter got ahead of the pack. Made it count.
Foul on Timmons.
His first.
And Dawson Porter will go to the line.
Only one game in Section 3 tonight, Mike. Greensburg is at Kiski.
Right.
Last night, Gateway beat Franklin Regional.
Porter completes the traditional three-point play. He's got all 5 of his points here in the second quarter. It's 17-14, 5:05 to go till half. We got Tanilli, Rieger, Martinka, Boda, and Freeman.
You're right, it's like a hockey shift.
Inside to Martinka off the glass, and it falls. First 2 for Dominic tonight, and it's 19-14 Highlands.
Going to get it for Rodney.
Price got it off to Porter. Porter put it off the glass, missed it. I think they're going to get Bailey here.
The old Shavinsky in the back.
And that should put Highlands to the line. And shoot the 1-and-1 for the remainder of the first half. 4:40 to go, 19-14 the score.
Big game in Division 5 tonight, Mike, is Char Valley is playing Hampton. What's interesting about Char Valley, they haven't played a section game yet. That's weird. That's weird. And Hampton is 6-2, 2-1 in section. We play Hampton tomorrow at Newcastle. Mike is going on strike.
Christian, no, I was just being Finn Scully. Just Christian Tanelli's first trip to the line this year, and he missed it.
His basic thing is we can't play Hampton on Hampton. He's not going.
Never go. There's a 3 drained by McKenna. Oh, after we left the Newcastle football game, I said I'm never going to Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm going to take a ride. I'll do stats. I'll keep myself busy.
And we'll have a full report for us on Tuesday. Tell Joe we said hi, and there's Rieger with another one. Rieger's got 3 from outside the arc. And the Rams extend to 22-17. They've led by as many as 7, but it's been pretty much tight the entire way here. Now back out for a 3 put up and missed by McKenna.
What a great job of Rieger. They're blocking out, Mike. You see that? He just backed himself up.
Here's RJ tried to throw the alley-oop to Freeman, but I almost said Ford City. The Hawks able to get it, but it's turnover Armstrong at 3:51.
The other thing coaches upset about the other day, Mike, our rebounding. He says there's no science to it. All it is wanting the ball.
Yeah.
And remember a guy named Wes Unseld?
Wes Unseld was great. He played for the Bullets.
Yep.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, you Washington Bullets.
No, the Rams tried to throw it in, but stolen nicely by Kunst. Kunst now drives it down and put up and missed by McKenna.
And just ripped out of there.
But Porter got the rebound.
Yeah, took it right off of Martinka. Wes Unseld, 6'7", led the NBA in rebounding. There's a guy named Will Chamberlain, like 7'3". Hit out rebound Will at certain nights because he wanted it.
Here's Kunst, top of the circle. Dessort took it right off and picked his pocket.
There's got to be an issue, maybe.
And now the foul. They're just going to call it on the floor. Now Mitchell shoot a 1-and-1. Well, it looked like that would be clear path, as they call it in the NBA, wouldn't it?
And you don't want to use the term intentional.
No, in the NBA they call it clear path.
He was out in front.
And that's 2 shots in the ball.
Yeah. I used to tell my kids, my coach, Mike, a shot is a pass to you. You just got to get the rebound.
Exactly. Mitch Dessort, 76% from the line. He'll get another. 23-17. Highlands by 6. Tried a chance to match their biggest lead at 3:18 first half. Second one also good.
And what's impressed me right now, Mike, is, I thought, as I said, I didn't know who would show up tonight. I thought probably either somebody with blood in their eyes or somebody who was still in a fog.
Now they get a nickel dimer on Boda out center circle against Bailey.
But so far what I'm seeing is a veteran group going about their business. And that's the other point they made in the paper. They know they have the potential. As I said in the open, potential's a curse, not a blessing. Potential means you can. Doesn't mean you do.
Kunst uses the screen by Price. Man, nice runner by Mike. He's got 8. He's a leading scorer. 24-19. Less than 3 to go first half. Now Freeman underneath. Double team. Got it to Timmons. He lays it in.
Nice give and go. And like I said, Mike, if you can get on that baseline, you control things because the defenders have their back to you. They're playing a zone, and you're not a point guard.
26-19.
Everybody comes to you.
Now wide open in the corner. McCann lets a 3 go. It's off the back rim, but they could have got Mitch there. Now they're going to get Rieger in the front. Porter got the rebound. He's been tough underneath. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2 at 2:22. First half. Another season of Golden Rams basketball can mean only one thing, and that's postgame at the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started way back in 1953. A great home-cooked meal without having to do the cooking. The original Anchor Burger is always a favorite, as well as their signature seasoned wings, AK Valley style. Those are full wings, not the pieces. And make sure to ask about the Blue Plate Special, which of course comes on a blue plate. No reservations are needed, and the kitchen's open till 11. So there's plenty of time to stop by the Anchor after the game. Mike and I will be there, so make sure to stop by and say hi. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
Carol and Alch asked if I'd be there this evening. I said, well, we got to come from Armstrong, but it's really not a bad trip, Mike.
It's a great trip.
We will be there tonight.
Now, Buddha drains a 3 from the corner. His first of the night. And Highlands, their biggest lead now, 29-21.
Spreading out that defense. Nice
driving in Kunst. Oh, yeah, he's got 10. 29-23.
Remember his brother Noah?
Yep.
Great ball player from Katanning. He was an Arcadia Classic.
High posting it to Timmons. Gets it back. Now goes to Boda. They come out on him quickly. They're really trying to guard the three-point line, and you can see that. Obviously, Hutch knows where to find our games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Timmons off the back rim. Rebound Porter. Porter in trouble backcourt, but he got it ahead to Price. Price gets it across to Kunst. 1:20 left, first half. Price for 3. It's down. His first basket, 5th point. 29-26. Greg Hutcherson wants a timeout.
Only a freshman. Price. Let's talk about the Wireless Zone. They're the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the latest cell phones, accessories, and service. Wireless Zone is the place with the hottest devices and the coolest prices. Stop in today. See what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 13 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Ram fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are the Walmart Plaza next to GNC, or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney across from Victoria's Secret. You can find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. You'd be proud of me, Mike. I learned how to use my calendar on my phone. I'm now booking dates. Book me early, book me often, as I would say.
By the way, don't you think that timeout was the change of defense?
Possibly, yeah, or just remind them to play defense, which would be a nice.
There's that.
Mike, it doesn't seem like Friday to me. Does it to you, or is it me?
No, it's been a weird week. It's because of the holiday kind of bleeding over into Monday. Not for us. We were at a girls' game Monday.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's Martinka. Back to Rieger. Rieger stops, pops, 15. Yes.
Bingo.
Rieger with 11. Leading scorer for Highlands.
Leading scorer in the last game, too, Mike.
He's averaging 20 and a half points the last two games. 31-26.
Leading scorer, Mitch Dezort, 24.6. He's 13th in the WPL in scoring.
Here's Bailey. Out to Price. Hit that big 3 earlier. 36 seconds. Arrow belongs to Highlands. Now McCann plays catch with Porter out top, and now Bailey takes it in front of Coach Stosh. 25 seconds. Back to Price. Dezort on him.
It looks like Coach Hutch would like to get the last shot off here, Mike.
This is called squeezing the game.
Yeah.
Shortening it. Now a three by Kunst.
Block.
Hit the side of the board. And it's going to be Armstrong's ball on a really heads-up play by Joey McCanna, throwing the ball off of Sean Ersick.
Highlands led 11-5 at the end of the quarter. Still has a 5-point lead here, 31-26 with 10 seconds to go.
Kunst loops it in, and Porter goes up to get it against Martinka. Now nearly a steal by Boda. Kick free. Rams on the floor. Ersick's down there, and a timeout by Highlands.
Coach Stosh is famous for this, Mike. He likes to take those timeouts. Possession arrow does belong to Highlands, so they're going to get the last shot here.
Timeout brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops, the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Email John, masonelitehoops@comcast.net. Maybe he can help you with your free throw shooting like he's going to do for Johnny.
And like I said, Mike, I studied the film. I really didn't see any. His shot is a little flat. There's no doubt about it. He's got to maybe bend his knees a little bit more, extend his arm. And one thing John teaches is that 11 o'clock stance. So maybe we can apply it to the foul line. See what happens here.
Talked about our defense team. First 6 games of the year, Highlands allowed 50.2 points per game. The last 3 games, they've allowed 79 points per game.
Yep.
This is going to be more in that 50 range.
Yep. Coming averaging 70, giving up 59.8.
Rams have 4 seconds to do something about it. Here's Rieger. Down he goes.
Rolling on the
Armstrong,
ground
they got a
was not the
shot.
option.
That's good if it goes. It does! McCanna, or Kunst. Joey Kunst lets it go from half court, and Armstrong cuts it to a 2-point game at the break.
Yikes.
31-29. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, serving the AK Valley for decades. The Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of financial investments. Is retirement fast approaching? Well, let the Lucchinos help you explore rollover options for your 401k, including industry patented fee structure with variable annuities. Even when it comes to finding the best healthcare plan to cover your family, Joe and Joe always know. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to the Donut Connection. Or call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability today. Halftime at Armstrong, Highlands 31, the Hawks 29. Timeout, back with stats right after this. Back at halftime. Highlands 31, Armstrong 29, and it ended up at a blaze of glory for Mikey Kunst, who drained a three-pointer, a half-court buzzer-beating desperation shot to get Armstrong back to within 2 points. Highlands led 29-21, and then were outscored 8-2 down the stretch. Get some numbers there for us, Steve?
Yeah, Mike, leading scorer for the Golden Rams, R.J. Rieger with 11. Mitch DeZort has 8. Brian Boda 3, Don Martinka 2, Sean Ersic 1, and Johnny Christ has 4. And you mentioned Mike Kunz leads with 13. Went down at halftime. Mike explored the new facility here. Happened to run in next door to the Armstrong locker room. And you can hear Coach Hutchinson saying, not number 30, not DeZort. He's calling on a first-name basis. Mitch, Braden, Ryan. He knows them so well.
From AAU.
Yes, exactly. He runs an AAU program called Top Level. So he knows them as well as anybody does.
And that is an advantage, don't you think?
Mike, we're not going anywhere yet. You know why?
Why is that?
No referees.
Well, maybe they got lost.
They house them in another section here. I couldn't even find it because I was going to say hello to my buddy.
I thought you were going to say they were over at Katanning High School. That's where they have. Halftime stats brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops on the web, masonelitehoops.com.
Here they come. Ty Haller, Ed Marks, and Joe Strednak are men in stripes and inbounding the ball to start the second half. Highlands had a 2 for there, Mike. They were going to get the arrow at the end, and unfortunately, that turned into our 7th turnover. Armstrong Central, to their credit, Mike, has only committed 4 turnovers here.
How about here's the stat of the night. Ready? Highlands has made 8 2-point baskets. That's low.
Dom's going to get it, Mike. That's a bad screen he set there, and they're going to get him on an offensive foul there. What happened was his screen wasn't set very well. They tried to stick the chicken wing out to get him, and that's an easy call. And a turnover. Highlands 8.
Armstrong with a chance to pull into a tie here and take the lead with a 3. They have not led in this game, and it hasn't been tied since 0-0. Long cross court, and Timmons stepped in front and picked it off. A linebacker move.
Convert.
Now Desort behind the back. Oh, and it came right off the face of Timmons and stolen away by the Hawks.
Mitch went near. Mike didn't know what he was going to do with it, and that's a disaster. Our 9th turnover.
Now McCann out of the corner. Got it to Bailey, high posting it. Kuntz takes it.
You think it's cold outside, Mike? What do you see how much they shoot here in the second half? They like to put that thing in a freezer.
Now McCann with Martinka right on him. And McCann had trouble. Slid, didn't he?
What did they call him there?
They called it out of bounds on Highlands.
How?
That's a great question.
McCann has the ball.
And he slid.
Falls out of bounds and slides. All right.
Here's Kunst.
That basically was a no call when you think about it.
A do-over.
Yeah.
Price off a screen. Got it through to McCann. Now he tried to go down low to Bailey. Bailey in against Timmons. Shot, score, foul. We're tied. Bailey's first basket of the night and a chance to put Armstrong ahead for the first time.
Nate was quiet in the first half, Mike, but he comes out with thunder there.
Tied at 31.
And that voice you're picking up on the extra microphone, that's Mr. Bailey. He'll let you know he's here.
And he missed it, but it was tipped out, and Boda's going to chase it down, though. Boda drives all the way to the basket. He got fouled. Hard, too. Right in the mush. I'm not sure if he got smacked in the face or if the ball got blocked into his nose. And he took a shot in practice the other day to the Schnoz, did he not?
That's what they said. There's a little blood flowing to practice on Wednesday after that.
And that's the one, if you've never been hit there, that's your whole face is it just kind of has needles in it.
Yep, goes numb.
Porter picks up the foul. That's his first. Boda at the line, who hasn't gotten there very much this year, 56%. But you know what? He missed the first. I checked last year's numbers, and the rate that he's getting to the line is about the same as it was last year. So I wasn't right about that. I thought he wasn't getting as many opportunities. He's just not making as many.
Yeah, he was shooting in the 80s last year.
He just isn't making as many. And he drains a second, 1 out of 2. 4 points for Boda. Highlands by 1. And now we got a turnover.
Yep.
And
that was just a
Porter
meant to wear him.
Brought it across, yeah.
Yep. Well, Porter was going to take it out. Price threw it to him, and Porter just carried the ball to bounds.
Timmons climbs the ladder, now got it back to Rieger. Boda cuts through that, gets it over to Desort now. Baseline, got a man in the air with a runner. Oh, air ball. Weak side, Bailey.
Mike, do you think this bigger floor is affecting them as far as their... Now, the three-point shooting arc is the same. That's the same.
I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Well, they're shooting
I think I see the same fog I saw the other night. Now, out of the corner, there's a 3 put up and missed. Saved for a moment by Christ, but he stepped on the line when he did it.
But you can notice that the difference between Highlands and here and the three-point shooting and the out of bounds, the sideline, there's a bigger difference there.
That's an excuse.
No, I'm just saying that it's a fact.
Well, it is. Oh, no, absolutely, it is. But not every gym's the same. That's just the way it is. It's called a road game. Here's Boda. Wait till we get to Greensburg with seats in the end zones. Back to Boda. Steps back, 3 ball up, 3 ball down. Boda's second of the night.
Last time we were down there, I think we pounded on the Greensburg.
We were there twice.
Once not so good, second time really good.
Oh, nice dump down, but Desort got there and swatted it away from Porter.
I think that's when Coach Sacropati said, I've seen enough. Literally. And he left.
The Springdale guy, Paul Sapati.
Yep.
Yeah. Good dude. Now they work it in off the inbounds, and Desort got a lot of body, but I'll take that to what happened the other night, as opposed to what happened the other night. Tipped out of bounds by Mitch, and Armstrong will key it in. Kunst to do that. Loops it into Bailey. Boda's got Kunst. Now Timmons out there on the hedge, and they call foul, really.
Yeah. Shooting foul on top of it, Mike.
That looked like a walk to me.
Yeah. Looked like he changed pivot feet, but they're going to get Ryan Boda for his
Boda's
second.
asking for an explanation. Look at Stosh.
Yeah, there's Skrednak explaining it to him.
Stosh with the hands on the head.
Clint's 5'8", Mike, but the kid's a scorer.
Hey, you can't teach 5'8".
He now has 14.
35-32. 3-point Highlands lead. 5:45 left third quarter.
He's a senior, Mike, so I guess we'll be seeing him in the cager.
Could be. Second one's off the heel. Timmons had it and got it to Rieger. Rams by 3. A little pressure. Now they get it deep to Kreis. Now to Timmons down the lane. Timmons is fouled. Porter got him. Timmons will shoot 2 at 5:35.
Braden Timmons 9 of 27 for 33% from the line. Again, need to work on our foul shooting. There's no doubt about that.
Second team foul against Armstrong second half. Highlands has committed 3. Timmons drains the first. 36-32 Highlands. Their biggest lead was 8 at 29-21. Then Armstrong went on a 10-2 run to get it tied at 31. And Timmons 2 for 2.
They're going to call him over the line, Mike.
Okay,
makes them 1 for 2.
Forget it. Forget what I said.
He has
One
such confidence in his regular shooting. He was jumping over the line, anticipating a miss. And it fell in somehow. All right, Mike.
4-point lead now against pressure and a turnover.
Nice job
Great
by Johnny
job
Price.
by Kreis backcourt and forced Price into the turnover. I think they could serve themselves a lot better to especially to get the pace the way they want it with a little bit more pressure like that. Mitch off the handoff, gets a high screen from Timmons. Ooh, threw a bad pass. Rieger didn't move, or it was a bad pass. It was one or the other, or a combination of two.
Like I said, seems like the fog is setting in again, Mike. When are they going to wake up? Maybe
There's
this will
a
help.
steal off the inbound by Boda, but then
right back.
Kunsch just got there faster and took it off him.
Getting out hustled.
And now not Boda fouled him.
Yeah.
That was not a good trip for Ryan Boda, and I think he's going to get a seat because of it. First of all, he was lazy to the ball. He had an easy basket. All he had to do was go get it. And then he fouled in frustration after that because he knew it.
Then he walked right to the bench like I know this is coming.
he knows what's coming. Exactly.
All right, they got to talk on defense now, Mike.
36-32, and now in a reach around, we got a foul.
Braden gets his third, Mike. It's getting ugly foul-wise here for the Golden Rams. And that was just a case of, I think, Braden's big body getting in front. That's the bump. Now should we complain that the team fouls are 5-2? In favor of Highlands.
Stosh is upset. Here's Kuntz backcourt as we wind to 5 minutes. 4-point game.
Another freshman out there, Luke Cochran.
Now they work.
Tonelli also out there.
McKenna got it back out to Price. Takes a long 3, and it's off the rim, no good. Rebound. Does a great job of boxing out by Tonelli.
Only one start on the floor right now, Mike. R.J. Rieger. Ercich also started.
Here's Tonelli.
2-3 zone.
Inside, El Ercich. Good pass to Kreis. Back out, wide open. Cochran lets a 3 go. In and out, in again. Oh, Cochran, you can tell he's got a shooter's touch. But they moved the ball beautifully that trip, and it's 39-32.
Freshman combination there, Mike.
Now Price drives into the paint. Goes all the way in against 2 Rams, and Ercich said, get that out of here.
Bailey hustles back to the ball.
Kunst against Rieger. Drives right around him. Now kicked it over to the corner. Now we're going to have an offensive foul.
And
Rams taking a couple charges here tonight. You see somebody on the floor like that and see an offensive foul, you think it's RJ, but it wasn't that time. It was Kreis. Don Martinka comes in to replace Tonelli. 4:09 left third quarter. Highlands by 7.
That would cost me running a suicide last year, Mike. When I coached him, anytime we took a charge, I ran a suicide. And I told the kids the exciting thing is I could die.
Here's Cochran. High post to Ursik. Back out Rieger. Here it comes. Off the front rim. Grazer. Taken out of the corner by Kunst. Against a double team. And
10 count is on.
it is, and they finally get it across. Price had it.
That's where I think they make a mistake, Mike. When you beat it like that, take it to the basket. I know they're trying to put the ball in the freezer, but you're down 7. You have to take your advantage when you can.
Bailey uses that big body to find some room, and that's going to be Armstrong ball. Johnny Christ wasn't sure.
Did the smart thing.
Let it go,
sure,
and then
let it go.
rather than throw it back in for an easy basket.
Exactly, especially under your own hoop. So.
And hope the call went his way, which it did not. Now back out to Price. I think there's only one Price brother because they're only on the floor one at a time. It's like there's really only one Pouncey. They never play at the same time. There's only one Pouncey brother.
Well, sophomores and freshmen, they're going to be playing together eventually.
Well, McKenna used the hand to get free, used the arm, but missed the shot. Highlands with a rebound, up by 7. Chance to get their biggest lead of the night. Here's Cochran. Now Martinka takes it baseline. Got in, got it to Ursik. Ursik with a little left-hander, and down it goes. Ursik's first basket, third point. It's 41-32.
All of a sudden up 9, Mike. Deflection by Cochran. Price has it.
Is it Price? Slams it home.
Going down. The freshman and coach Hutch has seen enough, Mike. Hopefully that'll spark it because somebody has to wake him up. And Johnny did it a couple weeks ago against Lincoln Park. And he did it here too.
Highlands on a 12-1 run has jumped out to a 43-32 lead.
And defense led the way there, Mike. The steal converted into the slam by Johnny Christ. Winners here. We felt it on the way up and on the way in.
Little
18
chilly.
degrees. Yes, it's not a time to stop in Highland Tire at their newest location, Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 24 consecutive years. Highland Tire is a family-owned and operated local business that carries one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires in the Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it, ask, they'll get it. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222 or in the Trenton Heights 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment at 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. We say they're family-owned, Mike. Bonnet family. Butch sends me nice pictures from Siesta Keys.
Hello. Boy, Highlands has a great bench right now. Timmons, Boda, Desort. That's a heck of a bench.
Yeah, hey,
They've done this.
Yeah,
They've done this with one senior on the floor, Rieger. That's it.
Yeah. Young kids have really turned it up, Mike. Made that 3-point
enthusiasm,
lead,
yeah.
Yep.
And what's a good coach do? Lift the winning combination out there.
Yep.
Here's Bailey. Now Christ overplayed and nearly got the steal.
Well, you know, Hutch knows Mitch and Braden and Ryan. He doesn't know these young kids, though. How's that?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Bailey tried to go baseline, but Ursik shut him off. Now he gave up his dribble. Went in with a nice move. Couldn't get it to go, and Ursik got the rebound, too. Out to
Great
Cochran.
job of rebounding.
Rams with an 11-point lead. Here's Rieger. Stops, pops, 3. Yes!
And they extend that lead, Mike.
46-32.
14 now.
15-1 run. Out of the corner, McKenna got bumped. There was no call. And Porter does a good job to get it, and we have a foul. Now he's going to call one.
They're going to get one on Dom Martinka. Johnny Christ, great effort in the corner, Mike, to alter that shot, too.
I really thought there could have been one on that three-pointer. 46-32, floor foul.
Yep. Next foul, we'll put the
6 against Highlands, yep, and
Armstrong in the bonus.
3 only against Armstrong.
If Dommy could have turned his head, that ball was coming right at him.
McKenna with a runner, rolls out of there, and Christ the rebound, out to Cochran. And the bench is keyed this run here. And Romello Freeman at the scorer's table.
He'll check in for
Luke Cochran, they're going to go big. Or no, Johnny Christ.
Yeah.
Luke's going to inbound the ball. I hope they both didn't sit down.
No, Johnny's sat down. He got well-deserved rest, Mike. He gave him quality minutes.
He did.
There.
Now Rieger kicked it over to Cochran. Corner Martinka. Drives into the paint against the big fella. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebound. And Porter sneaks it out of there for the Hawks. Out to Kunst.
Mike. Yep.
Lead feet up ahead. McKenna lays it up and in.
And that's how they took advantage of it.
That breaks the run, and the Rams do the same thing.
Yep.
Turn it over.
That's twice in one night, Mike, where you see the inbounder inbound it to somebody out of bounds.
You're allowed to do that, but then you have to pass it if you're that guy.
Biddy ball is 10 o'clock tomorrow, right?
9.
9. You'll see that tomorrow. Quite often.
Yes. You can pass it to somebody out of bounds, but they can't walk in with it.
Exactly.
Here's Kunst. 1:15 left third quarter. Price now over to Bailey in front of the Armstrong bench. Hey, they're both in there now. Kunst goes to the foul line and gets shut off by Cochran. Armstrong being patient, A, or the defense is good, B, or a combination of the two. Now Porter, Martinka just a little bit late.
John didn't get much time on the bench, did he?
Lead it in, and a nice runner.
Bailey with 4. 10-point Highlands lead, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter.
All 4 of Bailey's points here in the third quarter. 46-36, we're at 32 seconds. Arrow belongs to Armstrong. Ursig loves that little runner. Won't go this time, and Porter the rebound. Now Armstrong did this at the end of the first half. Highlands had stretched it out to 8, and then they got it to 2 at the horn. Now they have a chance for 2 possessions here at 17 seconds. Rams come out to get Kunst. Gets around him. Dumps it down baseline, and Price is fouled.
Yeah.
He'll shoot 2 at 8.7.
How did they get that pass in there, Mike? He threaded the needle for sure.
So Jalen Price will go to the line.
Hasn't scored tonight, Mike. Only started without a score yet.
Isaiah's got 5. And the first one's no good. Rams getting Boda and Desort in there at 8.7 seconds. They're going to get the long-range shooters back. Martinka and Cochran get a seat. Then he missed that one, too. Here comes Rieger at 6 seconds. Rieger, tried to dump down, and Price stole it for Armstrong. The Rams didn't want to foul there because it would have put him in the 1-and-1, and the Rams don't even get a shot off. It's the end of the third quarter, and Armstrong with the score. The Rams 46 and the Riverhawks 36.
15-7 that quarter, Mike. Much better on the defense.
Attention high school seniors, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare in less than a year. Serving the AK Valley for over 35 years, Career Training Academy provides the tools and support you need to start a professional career in medical or dental assisting or medical billing and coding. Visit us on the web, careerta.edu, or stop into our beautiful new location at the Oakcrest Plaza in Lower Borough. Give us a call at 724-337-1000 and make sure to ask about our new phlebotomy program. Your career is waiting at Career Training Academy.
Trivia tonight, Mike. We are in the latest merger in Pennsylvania. The Armstrong Central District is formed between Ford City and Katanning. That gives us 500 on the button. 500 school districts in Pennsylvania. Okay? Way back in 1961, Mike, there was Act 561 passed to try to combine school districts. In Pennsylvania, there was a school on every street corner next to the bar in the church. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
In 1961, now we're down to 500. How many school districts do you think we had in Pennsylvania in 1961?
Is it over 1,000 is what I'm going to say?
It is over 1,000. If you're within 100, you're correct.
I want to go 1,250.
How's 2,577 school districts? That's amazing, isn't it?
It is. Now,
everybody walked.
Now, the next question is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, the people at Armstrong are pretty happy with this facility. How's the 7th through 12th grade, Mike?
Nearly, and it is a steal as Rieger took it away. Lead it ahead to Desort. Desort drives, lays,
and one.
A little continuation. They're going to say no basket.
You're kidding.
No.
Wow. I thought for sure it was.
I guess it's not the NBA.
Well, I thought he left it go before it was fouled, but who can get a foul too? That will be
Jalen Price.
His third.
Price kicked it back out to Rieger. Now Desort again to Boda right side. Boda with a long 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound comes to Bailey. Rams by 10. Here's Bailey back against Boda. Oh, good job by Boda. And Christ, boy, can he jump.
Timmons blocked that shot, Mike.
Boda all the way way down. Back over to Rieger. Never met a three he didn't like. Missed it. Got it back.
Kick out. Get it out of there. There you go.
And Boda will reset things between circles. We played a minute, fourth quarter. Highlands by 10.
The requirement of winning by 1 still exists, correct?
It does. I've checked. Desort for 3. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. We lost Mitch. There he is.
That may be Jalen Price's 4th.
Mitch Desort leads the league in getting fouled for 3-pointers.
No doubt about it.
He has the amazing ability to fall backwards.
He's created an art form of it. He's a 76% free throw shooter. 2 for 2 tonight.
First one is good.
Mentioned Mitch is 13th in scoring in the WPL. Leading the WPL is kidding Austin Butler from Latrobe at 30.4.
Whoa.
It's just trying to catch up to him.
2 for 2. Gets a chance for the third one. Highlands by 12. Their biggest lead's been 14. They led 46-32.
He first needs to become the leading scorer in the AK Valley. That's held down by Ben Pollock of Cheswick. He's averaging 28.4.
We saw him last year.
He's 6'10", Mike. And he's a double-double machine down there.
All 3 by Mitch. He goes 3 for 3. The Rams now lead it by 13.
Time out on the floor gives a chance to talk about the Boucher Agency and the nation that's dedicated licensed professionals protecting your family. Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Mel and John of the Boucher Agency want to help you release some of that stress involved with those young drivers and getting them insured. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver Discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Join the nation that cares. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel at 724-224-4300. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
All right, pressure now. Rams trying to turn up the heat defensively again. Now to Bailey. And that's been better tonight, no doubt about that. Price drove in.
Again by
that and a rim rejection.
Yep.
Put those two together. Rams back the other way.
Braden Timmons back-to-back blocks.
Here's Rieger. Corner to Boda. Now they work it down low to Christ. Christ puts it up. Ooh. Spins out of there, but he'll go to the line.
He had some action on that one.
He did. The score was tied at 31 early on here in the second half, and Highlands has outscored them 18-5 since.
A nice run.
Johnny Christ at the line. What can we do to break this? I'm going to tap the board. That didn't work. What else could we do?
Well, again, Mike, if you look at this arc, guess who's giving advice? Braden, Mr. 29%. Excuse me, 33%. I went insult.
That might be now. Oh, wide right.
Johnny. I'm going to have to pay a trip.
Highlands by 13.
I think now, Mike, it's in his head.
Oh, sure. Price against Rieger. Rieger dogging him. Now he gets it forecourt to Porter. Now McCann out of the corner, takes a three. It's no good. And Timmons over there to get it.
Rieger did a nice job, Mike, of walking out Bailey. And this was Coach Stosh talking about, the little things.
Oh, reversed by Braden. Shot, score, foul.
And if you do little things well, Mike, the big things take care of themselves, and that's been their philosophy. And tonight, after being a little sluggish in the first half, that basic philosophy they teach about taking care of the little things has been working.
So Timmons at the line, chance to complete the three-point play. He actually made two, but he only got credit for one because he went over the line. And
look at him.
The stroke is good. Highlands by 16.
He must have had a clinic with Mr. Mason, huh?
52-36. Price got a lane to the basket. Oh. No. Foul against Christ.
Yeah,
or at least that's how it'll go in the book.
They're going to say he slid in underneath, Mike. Remember, you have to allow him space to land. They're going to say Johnny didn't that time.
He ran right into it.
Yep. And it's going to send Isaiah Price, the freshman, to the line.
Stosh wants an explanation also.
Yep.
I'd like to hear this. I'm sure it's entertaining, if nothing else. Price gets the first one to settle home. Isaiah now with 6. 52-37.
Very jealous of that haircut.
I like that.
I have two-tone, but unfortunately one of them is gray.
Second one on the way. Front rim no good. Kreis the rebound. Out to Rieger.
I always say cut it till there's no grit. The guy says there won't be any left.
Rieger all the way to the
Nice
basket
job
with a lay.
RJ.
He's got 16, leading scorer 2 games in a row. 54-37. Now,
Nice job by Kreis.
Porter threw it into the lane, and the Rams tip it away again. Rieger right side. Left side, Boda. 3 ball up. Off the front rim. Tipped around. It came to Timmons. They battled for it. Desort got it and got fouled on the floor. That'll be a 1-and-1.
Nate Bailey going to get hit foul.
Both teams in the bonus here with 5:20 remaining fourth quarter. Desort to the line. Fresh off of making 3 in a row earlier.
Okay, if you're just joining us, so Armstrong only down 2 at the half, 31-29. They had that score where they wanted it, Mike, in the 50s, but again, Highlands now pushing ahead.
I was on a 23-6 run to be up by 17.
It's that gear we talk about, Mike. They have it. When they decide to engage it, look out.
Desort, 4 for his last 4. And he's had I don't believe he's missed tonight. I think he's perfect.
4 for 4, yep.
Nice to see Bernie Sanders here at the game tonight. Standing over there behind the Highlands bench. Second one by Mitch is also
There he
good.
is. How about that?
How about
Burn.
Nice cold day. I'm sure he feels at home.
Nice turnover by Martinka, forcing that one now. Mike, 12-11 turnover.
19-point Highlands lead. Tanilli for 3 out of the corner, and he drains it. Christian Tanilli. His first basket of the night, and it's 59-37.
It's one of those things, Mike, where the old story, you never heard the body hit the floor.
Bailey, 16, in and out, no good. Rebound Timmons.
And again, we can just say it's the little things.
Timmons does a nice job to save it. Now got it to Desort out of the corner. Long 3 for Mitch. Up around with nice soft rims, huh?
Yeah.
Desort gets it back and now they're going to say it's just out of bounds. Highlands will key it in underneath the basket at 4:41 remaining.
So now
Greg Hutch wants a timeout. Greg Hutchinson wants to talk it over. Highlands, again, tied at 31 here early on in the second half, and Highlands has gone on a 28-6 run to lead it by 22.
That's amazing, Mike. We checked the top 5 in the PG today. Char Valley comes in number 1.
From Section of Death.
Yep. Mars number 2.
From Section of Death.
Highland 3.
That's our section.
Moon number 4.
Section of Death.
And McKeesport.
They're not.
They're not.
They're in Section 1, I think.
And you keep talking about the Section of Death. It got tougher this year. Moon is 5-1.
Yeah, and it's been a while for them, hasn't it?
Well, you know what happened? 6'8" Jared Simmons decided to come home.
I see.
Averaging 17.2 per game. He is a Division I recruit, played up to 8th grade in the Moon District. His dad is the assistant athletic director, Robert Morse.
Okay.
Off he goes to Massachusetts to pursue his career at a, for lack of a better term, basketball school. Play with really high Division I guys, and decided since he made his college choice, and he's narrowed it down, by the way, these schools, what are you talking about? Penn, Princeton, not too shabby.
Kind of like Mr. Dudek here.
Join Mr.
One of those
Dudek
Ivy League guys.
So he decided,
those guys just like to show off.
Yep, they're offering, I got my scholarship, I want to come home.
They call it travel on Desort.
Once again, the principality of allowing yourself to land, you have to establish a pivot.
I don't know what game that guy's watching, but whatever one it is, it must be pretty entertaining.
That's not my guy. My guy is Joe
I know
Strednak.
Joe Strednak. He's right in front of Coach Stosh right now. But
that may be Ty Haller or Ed Marks.
Well, if it's Ty Haller, somebody ought to holler at him. Here's Joey McCanna for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Tanilli. Tanilli got, get Nate Bailey on you, you feel it.
So Moon wasn't much till this year, Mike. They hadn't made the playoffs in 3 years, but you get a 6'7" kid come back to the district.
There's the patented Boda runner.
That's a good thing.
That's 8 for Ryan, and it's 61-37, and Boda stole it. Tanilli, Desort drives and had it taken off of him by Kunst. He stopped the basket, but he fouled him.
His third, and Mitch is going to get to go to the line, shoot a pair.
And Mitch is on a roll. Mitch has only made 3 baskets tonight. He does not have a 3-pointer, but he's done most of his damage from the charity stripe.
6 in a row. 7 in a row, excuse me. How about we make it 8?
and he has 14. Leading scorer Rieger again with 16.
Remember, Mike, RJ has only played in 6 of the 9 games. We have not had our starting lineup that I think Coach would like to have.
Well, and this is the most we've had everybody.
Pine Ridge,
Braden just didn't start, and then
and Pine Ridge, I think we had.
And that was a heck of a game.
Yep.
63-37.
Nice double team. Look at
And a jump
in there
ball.
fighting.
Well, Dom will always be down there. There's no question about that.
Turnovers now even at 13 apiece, Mike. That's the average for the year. We've committed 13, forced 13 from our opponents, so we're both right there again.
Now they get it in deep, and Boda has it.
Pair of number ones against each other. Dick Russo in the lineup for Armstrong.
Had that the other night. Martinka drives in. Bodies all over the place. Rieger's three's on the way. It's a grazer.
Once again, I'm not making an excuse for RJ, but I think he saw those bodies fall and he took his eye off it.
Hunter Shandy got the rebound, and now we have a foul.
I talked about the shooting backgrounds earlier, Mike, and drives my wife crazy. Have you seen Oregon's floor?
Not this year. I know they Nike it up.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like trees, and then worse yet,
I've seen it.
have you seen Colorado State? It's a giant ram head. And my wife says that has to bother the players.
It's all about branding. When they did Pitt's floor, that's all that Scott Barnes talked about was that they needed to that the logo has got to be so big that when the game is on TV, everybody knows where it is.
The script Pitt.
Yeah, and I like what they did to Pitt's floor.
But I tell my wife, and I don't know if you agree or disagree, the shooting background has more to do than the floor. Rarely does a kid look down at the floor. Think about it.
Oh, Dessort got hammered, but he draws a foul.
He got his money's worth on that one.
You could hear the slap to his noggin all the way up here.
And we're in the catbird seats.
This is great up here, by the way. Thanks to Denny Stewart.
Now they have 2 athletic directors.
Todd Harvey. Todd Harvey's also the trainer. So he's down there. They're both down in the corner down there.
Mitch
missed one. Tip Price no good. Still loose. Price battles for it. Still loose. And it comes ahead to Price. This is Jalen driving all the way in.
Nice
Blocked.
block by
They're going to get Boda first.
Yeah. Boda's going to pick up his 4th, Mike.
65-37. 31-6 run.
Mike, good news. Next week we're home for 2.
We are.
The Greensburg, Salem, and Kiski are coming in.
Tuesday and Friday, 7:30 tip-off, both times. Be there, aloha.
Don't ask me the order because when things aren't
That is the order.
good, is that it?
That is the order in the Hampton game tomorrow.
I don't look ahead because we take it one at a time.
I like to know what the next one. Well, I need to look ahead far enough, preparation with rosters and things along those lines, just to know if I have anything. I just got Kiski's this week. And I got to thank
Mitch Tenner on that ankle, Mike.
Dan O'Neill, the athletic director at Kiski, but his secretary. 14 minutes from first email to the time I had to roster in the email.
There you go.
Tremendous. And here too. Always good here. When it was Katanning, when it was Ford City, and now Armstrong.
It's going to shoot the one-on-one.
A plank for Jalen Price.
He got his money's worth. Scoreless. He was 0 for 4. He matched Johnny at the foul line.
18 for Mitchell. 66-37. Boy, and all of a sudden, Zane Dudek's seen enough. He's out.
Where's going to yell? He figured things out. You know the outcome.
Mitch rattles the second one home. He's got 19, and 9 of them here in the fourth quarter. 9, 10, 11 of them here in the fourth quarter.
Do you want to call it a quiet 19, Mike?
It is. It has been. Most of them have been from the line. There's 3 at Dipper. Rebound Timmons. Highlands by 30.
That is unbelievable, Mike. When you think this thing was tied at 31, huh? Wow, that's a big run.
Now Boda, less than 3 to go. Rams going to try to get their first win here in section. Now Timmons, yes.
Came off that screen, Mike.
69-37.
Executed perfectly. Braden has 8.
38-6.
All of a sudden, Mike, here comes the Stormtroopers.
They got this started. A lot of them.
Yep, you got that right.
Kunst is tripped as he goes into the lane, and he'll go to the line and shoot a couple. I think Rieger's going to get that one.
We only dressed 11 guys tonight, Mike.
Well, that's all. I think that's all we have left on the roster. Yep. That's all that's on there. Everybody plays.
Yep. Pierce
Literally.
Ross, if you remember Pierce Ross from last year, Mike, big kid, 6'6", he's had some issues physically, and he's back practicing with the team. He's a practice player. Just to have another body out there practice.
Kunst.
And with the kids being sick, we needed him.
Yeah. He's on the bench.
All right, Mike. Boy, Johnny Christ played some quality minutes with the first unit today.
He really did.
He's earning a spot.
Couldn't still get his second. He made the first. 69-38, 2:24 to go. Our maiden voyage up here, not our first time to the area. My great-grandparents were from Ford City.
How about that?
Oh, wide open Ersic.
Nice pass.
Great pass to Nelly. 71-38. Ooh. And now Kuntz gets fouled, and he's got a motor that just won't stop.
You're going to have to find a number, Mike, because nobody was within 10 feet of him. Who'd they call this on? Ersic. His second. I did not see it.
Kuntz at the line.
He leads them with 15, make it 16 now.
He had that big half-court shot to end the first half and bring Armstrong to within 2. And then they tied it with the first basket of the second half. Great block out by Mello that time. Allowed Ersic to get the loose ball. 71-39. Here's Freeman right side.
And surprise, that's one of the things they worked on practice since Tuesday. Blocking out, so the little things again.
Now they double team. Oh, Signorella had a 3 but didn't take it. And now the foul's called.
I think he called timeout.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, okay, Ryan wanted to take him baseline there. So tomorrow we play Hampton. Our old friend Joe Lafka. You had a message you wanted me to deliver to him?
I just wanted to say hi to Joe. And I wondered if he taught Ryan Luther that move where you walk before you make the.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. I wondered about that. I saw Ryan Luther at the Duke game, the Duke football game.
Oh, really?
And
he's gotten bigger.
Just said hi. Yeah, he has. I just said hi, and a couple of kids were walking in. You could tell. That's some of the basketball team walking in right there.
So the old walk, then dunk. Was that against Virginia? I think it was.
It was the Virginia game, yeah.
And the reason why Virginia
he had a good game. What a great block he had, too.
Yes. He played really well.
We always like the Luthers.
Great family. Daughter, 2 sons.
Jody,
yeah.
3. Colin,
that's right.
Ryan,
Colin,
and Ed, which the oldest brother who
went to Penn State or Pitt.
And man could eat the ball's tip, so Siggs was able to get that. But he could 6'7" or so. He could hit 3s from the outside. And in high school, that was a weapon. Ersic stepped on the baseline at 139.
Looks like a crowd favorite.
Javon Roundtree, number 30, is into the game.
And Christian Woodside.
1:38 to go. Highlands 71, Armstrong 39. I think this is what Hutch was worried about.
Yeah, the JV game broke out.
Here's Russo. Now popped up on Coleman, stolen away, and here comes Signorella back. Worked it over, and here's Cochran for 3. It's down, nothing but nylon. Luke Cochran, second of the night.
Let that kid get his feet underneath him, Mike. He's going to nail it. That time he did.
That's 9 3-pointers for Highlands, and now Tonelli with a steal. Christian drives, lays, and scores. 5 for him.
Well, what you want to do, Mike, if you're Coach Hutchinson, is show him the first half. And
steal by Siggs. Walked right in front. Signorella lays it in. 78-39.
What a run by the Golden Rams. It's that gear we talked about, Mike. It's got fully engaged in the
steal by Tonelli.
4-on-1.
Tonelli to Freeman. Look out!
Romello Freeman with the flush.
That's our second dunk of the night. 80-39. 1 for Mello and 1 for Johnny Christ. 28 seconds to go.
How about 11 guys all on the score sheet, too?
Steal by Ersic. Step in front. Freeman out ahead of the pack. Do I have an encore? No, he's just going to lay it in.
Didn't have it timed up that time, Mike.
82-39. This is amazing run here.
11 guys in the book.
I think Armstrong just going to dribble it out now.
Might not be a bad idea. Wow.
This is Coleman in the corner. 2 seconds, one. Start the bus, Courtney. This one belongs to the Rams. Highlands 82 and Armstrong 39. Highlands finishes the game
51 to
on
8.
a 51-8 run.
That's incredible. Wow. Well, Mike, again, that's the team we knew was here. That 31-31 team, that team scares the heck out of me. That 51-8 team, that's my boys.
Sure. It's easy for you to say. All right, well, that'll wrap it up here tonight. Again, Denny Stewart, Todd Harvey, thanks to those guys for helping us out and everybody up here at Armstrong for a nice digs up here in the broadcast location. Once again, that final score here tonight, the Highlands Golden Rams 82 and the Armstrong Riverhawks 39. For the Dean, Mike Choma, and Ricky Saffer, this is Mike Pavlik saying so long, everybody.